Hi everybody, welcome aboard the Battlestar Callisto. I'm Colonel Charybdis once again here for Battlestar Galactica Remembered. And today we're going to do another prop review. That's right, we're going to stick with the Dutch Cylon. And based on the thumbnail that you saw, we're going to be reviewing this right here. This is the Colonial Warrior blaster. Again, from the Dutch Cylon. In case you missed it, I did a review of his Colonial Warrior helmet, which is right back there. So this is his blaster. He does these in normal version as well as Ship of Light's white version, so just in case you want that, complete with sound and lights. And so here's the thing, there's a little button right back here. It's a rocker switch, and when you hit it, there it goes. That powers up the lights. Let me turn it around. You see the red strobe right here? There's the power up signal right there. This side has red, white, and blue lights. The other side has 3 red lights right there. Now, this is a slightly older model, and I'll get into that in just a moment, but it has the little trigger switch right there, and take a listen to this. I mean, that looks pretty cool. It sounds pretty cool. It's good and loud. So if you're at a con, you fire this baby, they're gonna hear it. And that's the cool thing about it. It's got the strobe at the front. It's got the sound module in there. And there's like a little vented grill right there, and that's where the sound comes out, primarily on the left side of the blaster. It is cast fiberglass. It is made in fiberglass. And there's just 2 aspects about this one. Number one, I'm going to do another video, by the way, where I'm going to compare the size of this one with just a couple of static resin cast blasters. This one is a slight bit oversized, but it still should fit in your holster and all that and look just fine. And you see right here, those are the lights on the left, on the right, and actually, if you look at the top, it's even got little cutouts right there for red lights up on the top, which is really cool. There's a panel right here, and this is basically taken out. There's a compartment in there. That's where he puts all the electronics, and then he seals this back up, so you can't take this off. And then right here in the grip, if you can see, there's a couple of screws right there, and that's where a 9-volt battery goes in, and that's where you will put that in and screw it back on, and there you go, right? So that's how it works. As I said, it's a slightly bit oversized, but it still feels pretty good. It's got a nice little heft to it. Like, again, sound, lights, really cool. And as I was mentioning a bit ago, this is a slightly older model. I got this in 2023. And it has the one little switch that just powers up everything. Now, here's the thing. About a month after I got this, the Dutch Cylon said that he was going to make a slight change to all future models of it. And basically what he did was he added a second switch back there. And basically, switch number 1 was just like an on-off. It would just turn on the electronics, but no lights would come on. So if you pull the trigger, you'd still hear the sound and lights from the muzzle, but no lights. The second switch was basically just going to be a light switch. So if you wanted to turn on the lights, you could, but if you wanted to turn them off, you could also do that as well. And that's pretty cool because that's obviously a little more accurate. Obviously, this is not show accurate. The blasters on Battlestar Galactica, of course, did not have these lights on them. They only had the muzzle flash. But if you were walking around at a con or something like that, and you saw a Cylon, you wanted to pull it out, you could have the power switch on and the blaster would still fire, but you wouldn't have the showy kind of lights lit up all the time. Second thing also is it also saves battery power if you are walking around at a con for several hours. You could have the lights off, but still have the blaster functional. So that's a pretty good thing that he did. So if you're going to order, go to his Etsy shop, the Dutch Cylon, ask him about that, but I believe most of the new blasters do have the 2 switches on the back there. The other cool thing about this is one of the features is if you're at a con or something and you need Battlestar Galactica music, you hold down the trigger, and when you release it, there it is. And to get it back, you just pull it and there you go. You're right back to the blaster function. And that is not just like a 20 or 30 second clip, by the way. It's like a full 3 minutes, the full song. So it's pretty cool. So if you do need that at your con table or something, you got the full Battlestar Galactica theme in your blaster as well. All right. So these are not too cheap. Okay. They run about $280. plus shipping or shipped to the United States. So they are going to run you some, but you know, there's other vendors, and this is the only one I have, right? So that has sound and lights. And so there are other vendors out there. They have pretty comparable prices. They may not have all the lights all over the body, but they do have sound and lights for the blaster and everything. So you can go do something like that. But if you want kind of the whole deal, if you do want the lights and have that kind of showpiece, you can get the Dutch Cylon. Here's the only one I really have, right? So I can't really comment on other vendors, but I'm not here to downplay other vendors or anything like that. I mean, hey, the more the merrier. As long as they're offering cool Battlestar Galactica stuff, the more the merrier. That is awesome. And like I said, I will do a video in the future detailing like the size contrast with other just static resin blasters. I've got a couple more, but they're just static resin casts, and so that's it. But this is the first one I got that had sound and light, so I just want to do this prop review from the Dutch Cylon. Again, these are available. You can go right to his Etsy shop right after this and order one up. And so he's got a bunch of stuff there. He's also got some Cylon weapons as well. I don't have any of those, but you can do that as well if you're into Cylon weaponry and all that kind of stuff. So there you go. Another great prop review here, another great item from the Dutch Cylon. Again, I'm Charybdis, and this is Battlestar Galactica Remembered. Long live Battlestar Galactica, and I will see you in the next video.